Today in this video, I'm going to show you very quickly how you can identify which kind of mods you're going to want on your maps or not based on what they are adding to the map. So most often we just come in here to poe.re, Path of Exile regex, and create a regular expression that we can filter our maps. So what we'll do is we'll come in and we'll say, okay, I don't want this mod. Minus max res, that's bad. We don't want reflect. Let's say we don't want elemental weakness. And as you can see, we get a nice little regular expression up here. We can copy it and then we can paste it into our stash tab and filter our maps and roll our maps. You probably know this. What you may not know, what you might be on this video for, is how can I identify, what mods I want on my map as far as, say I'm trying to get 100 currency on a tier 16.5 in Path of Exile 1. And maybe you've been sitting there rolling maps all day and you spent like 600 chaos and you're not getting any. Well, chances are good you filtered out all of the maps that give you currency. So, this is how you're going to do it. You go to Path of Exile DB, poedb.tw, and you're going to go to modifiers, click on modifiers. You're going to come down to Atlas, and we're going to click Maps, Uber. Here we go. So now we have a list of all these Uber modifiers. So these are basically going to be the modifiers that you're going to find on, these Nightmare modifiers on tier 17s or Nightmare maps now, or tier 16.5s, the maps with the originator memories. So what I do is just come here. You can use the little filter, just Control F, I think is easier sometimes. So just Control F, currency. So now we can see um, all these maps these map mods that give more currency found in the area on the map. So for example, monsters have plus 50% chance to block attack damage. This gives increased quant, increased rarity, increased pack size, and 47% more currency found in the area. So if you've been filtering all of these map mods because they're cursed and you're not rolling any currency on your maps and you're frustrated and you're wondering why you're spending so much, this is why. So you just want to come here to PoEDB, make sure that you're not filtering out, all of the currency map mods. For example, I usually only filter out, Meteor because, you can't really be mitigated. I don't know how true this is. I guess the lore, some people think that Chris Wilson, one of the original game designers and founders of GGG, you know, miss him dearly. He left GGG, but maybe I think people say he was getting upset because people were using macros on their flasks and all this stuff. So, he just was like, you know what, maybe this is true, maybe this isn't, but maybe he made this modifier. This modifier is very difficult to mitigate, if not impossible for most people. So, just filter this one is fine, but obviously you don't want to filter out all of these modifiers or else, you're gonna have no currency on your maps. So, Meteor, sure, go ahead and filter it out. But maybe don't filter out, less flask effect or bloodstained saw blades if you can handle it. So you have to pick your balance here. You have to be, when you're rolling your maps, you can sit there and just spam chaos until you get what you want, but, just like anything else with PoE, a little bit of thought put into it, a little bit of strategy put into it, and you're going to get more out of it. So there you have it. Pretty easy video. Thanks for watching. I'm always live on Twitch during league starts. I am periodically live on Twitch doing various things not during league starts. So I'll put the link down below. Give me a follow on Twitch if you have any questions, if you want to chat, if you want to game, stop by. Thanks. Bye.